Round of applause for you.
I wanted to add one more thing before we go for the worthiness part.
Yes.
The only thing that I see that's worthiness is like your actions.
Yes.
Like how you treat people and
How
what
you
your
treat yourself.
and your actions, because that is actually what matters every day. It does not matter what the scale says, what the money is in your bank account. It's literally who you are and how you act all day long.
It is. Hey, virtual high five to that.
Yeah.
And that's where you just drop the mic right there.
Boom.
Because that's it's your character. It's your character. It's your integrity. It's how you treat yourself. It's going to show how you treat everybody else around you.
Guys, we all need our vitamins after surgery, regardless of what you think.
Yes.
It's a must.
Yes. So why not choose the easiest and the best tasting in the community?
Seriously, it's ProCare, guys. ProCare is so delicious. I use their chewable for over a year. That's how I know.
Yes, and I love their capsules.
Yes.
Love them. They're once a day. I take them at night. Easy peasy, and my labs are fantastic.
Yeah, our labs are great, and I've actually switched to the capsules, and I take those at night now. So if you guys need your iron, they have them with iron, and they have them iron-free. They even have calcium chews.
Yes, the calcium chews, perfect. They have mocktail ones, chocolate. They have also some caramel and a cinnamon roll.
They're freaking delicious. So go over to procarenow.com and use our code OSLP to save some money.
Prepping and measuring your food post-op is a beast all in itself. But Portion Perfection has actually made it super, super simple. They have bowls, plates, and even a lunch bag called the Kit and Carry, where you can have all of the system ready to go.
Yeah, we love carrying that thing around with us. It's so much easier to pack your lunch, your snacks, especially when you're on a road trip. That thing is a lifesaver.
Yes.
So if you want to get these things to help your journey, just go over to portionperfection.com and use our code 15OSL pod. And again, that's 15 OSL pod. And you can also go over to our Amazon storefront to pick out any of those that you would like to use. If you could take a quiz today about weight loss surgery, how well do you think you would score? Well, there is an app for that, and it's called NewTriHealth.
Yes, it has 12 modules. You watch a video, read an article, and then you get to take the quiz. If you want to be the most prepared for the journey that lies ahead, go over to NewTriHealth.com and put our Sleeve Life podcast as your provider. All know how difficult post-op life can be.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking hard, guys.
Yes. And so a way to make it a little bit easier is by joining the T.R.I.B.E membership program. It has been created by a registered dietitian. She's actually the sleeve dietitian on Instagram. Her name is Jamie, and she's created this whole membership program just to support us.
Yeah, like we've had her on the podcast. We love her to freaking death. And then two, like she has full experts in their field that help you, and they've had bariatric surgery, almost every one of them.
Yes.
And the sleeve dietitian is freaking smart because she has almost a support group every single day, guys.
Yes.
You're going to get an email. It's going to tell you which ones are for today. And you can just sign up and hang out with people that are just like you. And I've even used the journal prompts. I'm into journaling, and that was way helpful to just go somewhere that can help you and just get your mind going.
Yes.
So if you need this kind of support, which a lot of us do, go to her website and use our code OSLP at checkout to get your discount.
Guess what, guys?
We're not doctors.
No, we are not.
So if you're going to be making any major medical decisions, please consult your doctor.
That includes diets, surgeries, and exercise.
We love you guys.
And we want you to continue to be in our OSLP family forever.
So be careful and consult your doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back, OSLP family. Welcome.
You are listening to our Sleeve Life podcast, and this is Kelly.
This is Mel.
And you guys know what I'm going to talk about. You know what I'm going to talk about. The fucking award show.
The award show.
Yes, it is this November in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
We are celebrating the entire bariatric community.
All of us.
We're bringing everybody together for a one night only Actually, it's going to be yearly, so there's that. But one
night only.
Year,
yep.
You get to come hang out. You get to walk the pink carpet. Get your photo taken.
Yeah,
and get to watch some incredible people get.
The pink carpet just got delivered.
It got delivered, and it's so cute.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
You guys are gonna love it.
You guys are gonna freak when you see it. We are going to be just celebrating everybody. It doesn't matter if how many followers you have, if you're not really in this community yet, if you're just making a decision, if you're pre-op, post-op, support person, whatever you are, we want you to come and hang out. It's going to just be an epic party. And there's so many people coming.
I know.
We have so many cool presenters.
Yeah, we do.
And more to announce. So it's crazy. And at this time, you guys are going to be in the midst of voting.
Yeah.
So you need to go over to oursleevelifepodcast.com. Go to the award show page. The voting will have started August 1st. So you need to go in there, vote.
Yeah,
get your tickets.
It's open for 2 months.
Yes.
So don't act like you can't vote because
there is time.
There is plenty of time. We are making this long. This is 60 days, my friends.
Yes.
And legit, like you can just do it on your phone. Like you just hit the buttons.
Yes.
And when you go to our freaking website, it has a newsletter option right when you get on. Type in your email because you're going to get the updates about the award show, and we have some really cool fun stuff that are going out with that.
Yes, and it should be ready here very soon. It could already be ready by the time you are listening to this.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yes,
I'm sure.
So you definitely want to go up and sign up for our newsletters and all the fun things we have planned because you girls never stop working.
No, we don't.
So we are constantly getting new stuff going on.
Yep.
We are so excited by the sponsors that we have for the show, this award show.
There's some really cool ones.
We have. Sorry, give me a
second.
second.
We'll pause.
Yeah.
Clarissa, can you mute yourself for a second? We're catching the background noise.
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay. So we are so excited for these sponsors. Seriously, they are incredible, and they are putting all of their support behind us because they know we're going to make an epic show.
Right. And they believe in us.
They do believe in us.
They believe in our mission. They want the fact that what I noticed that they love is that we're bringing everyone together.
Yes.
Like it doesn't matter who you are. If you're like funky or if you're just straight laced person, like you're all welcome. And they love that because that's how we all can shine a light on this community and how like no one can talk bad about us anymore.
Exactly.
So
we want to send a big thank you to ProCare. We love them. You guys know we love them. We take their vitamins every single day. Their calcium chews are out of this freaking world.
Yeah, the dark chocolate, man.
Oh my
Delicious.
God. Oh my God. And it makes me sad every summer because I know that they can't ship it during the summer.
I know.
So I look forward to the fall when it comes back. And you need to go buy it right now because you will not believe the taste of this.
I know. We made s'mores out of them.
We did.
And they're good.
They are delicious.
Yeah.
And then our second sponsor is Miss Jamie, the sleep dietitian, the T.R.I.B.E membership. We have been partnering with her for a few months now.
Yeah.
And we just love her mission.
We love every minute of it. Like she is all about the people. That's all she cares about. And that's why like I think we align so well is that we're just like people. Let's make sure they get information. Let's make sure they feel supported.
Yes. Their support system is crazy good.
Huge.
And there is almost a support group every single day of the month.
Isn't
so she puts so much of herself into this.
So much effort.
And she gives that support that she didn't feel. And that's the reason why we started this.
Yep,
so
it's kind of crazy.
It's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
So the next sponsor is the Surgical Associates of Bayonet Point.
Yeah.
Their aftercare is incredible.
It is. They have something new. It's for exercise.
Yes. Yeah. And they are based out of Florida. And we just can't thank them enough for just jumping on this.
And we have a new sponsor that I'm super excited about, very proud about. It's my surgeon's office.
Yes, Dr. Patterson.
Dr. Patterson, what?
Yeah.
So it's the Oregon Weight Loss Surgery Center in Oregon, and they're in Portland, and I mean, they did a good job on me. So.
Yes, she definitely did. And then we also have another new sponsor, which is Losing to Blooming.
Michaela.
Oh my gosh. Bloom University. She is bringing in her training.
Coming in hot.
She is a life coach, and she just kills it. And
She does.
every single episode we do with her is just fabulous.
Well, we've learned stuff from her. We've actually taken some of her tips and tricks and used them in our own life, and it's worked.
Yes.
So that's Michaela Miller at Losing a Blooming. Go check her out. She's been in this community for 7 years. 7 years?
6 years.
Yeah.
I think it's 6 years.
Yeah.
We'll double check on that.
But yeah, she's been a part of this community for a long time. So she knows all the ebbs and flows of how this goes down, because it is not straight and narrow. No,
it is not. So our next sponsor is Own Bariatrics.
Yeah.
She is a transformation coach.
I know. Nolani.
She's one that we have not met yet.
Not in person.
Cannot wait.
No.
We cannot wait.
I know. We're giving her big hugs.
Yes. I mean, everybody's getting big hugs, but it's just like, it's one of those things where you just connect with somebody and you know that it's going to be good.
Right? I love those feelings.
And speaking of connection, we love our connection with the real Berry Boss, Tabitha.
Yeah.
She's a bariatric therapist and she is outstanding.
She really is, because I wanted her to be my therapist, but she is not licensed in Oregon.
Yeah. So she needs to work on that first of all.
Do it, Tabitha.
And that's another one that we've used her tips in our lives and it works.
Worked.
So
immediately.
She's such a calm presence and I just love her.
I do too.
So our next sponsor is Dr. Eric Smith with Georgetown Surgical.
Yeah. If you guys don't know who he is, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. He's on TLC, guys. Like
1,000-pound sisters.
He is their surgeon.
Yeah.
And he is, again, here for the community. He wants to get that information out there so people can change their lives.
Yeah. So they can actually take all the benefits from this, because it's not just weight loss.
It's not.
No.
So, and our last but not least is Dr. Joe Cribbins.
Yeah.
You guys know him probably because he does lives with One Hungry Mother, Stephanie, they're both presenting.
Yes, they are.
And Marty is going to be at the show, guys.
And his little butt.
And he's already got a bow tie picked out. We got the inside track on that. And so we are super stoked that they are the whole Cribbins family is going to be there.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be great.
Heather, Joe, Marty, we're going to just party it up with just that.
Right.
Yes.
And you know who else is going to be there?
Who?
People from our Patreon.
Yes, they are.
The
we have so many Benchies coming to this show and we could not be more happy.
I know. So if you guys want to become a member of that, you just got to go to patreon.com/OSLP, pick your tier. $7 or higher gets you in the Benchy tier.
And it is a Facebook support group.
It is a Facebook support group.
And I know that people are scarred. I know that people are scarred by those Facebook groups.
The OGs are scarred, man.
They're traumatic. They are traumatic.
The awful information.
Awful. That is not this support group. The support group we run is positive and it is enlightening and it is just giving the support to other people in a more close-knit way.
Yeah. Like I just told them how I had an NSV. I unclogged my own toilet by myself.
There you go.
I was very excited because 300-pound Melanie would not be able to do that.
No.
I'd be huffing and puffing and sweating all over the place.
Yeah,
so.
which I'm sure you were sweating because it's hot.
It is very hot here.
But
it's very hot.
We love this support group. Yep. We care for these people. We know their first and last names. We know what they're doing on the weekend. It's a fabulous group. So if you'd like extra support, go over there and do that.
Yeah.
While you are on your phone or your computer, go over to youtube.com, type in Our Sleeve Life Podcast. .com, Our Sleeve Life Podcast.
Yeah.
And subscribe, hit the little bell so you would get notified for videos when they drop. Because if you are watching this right now, you would know who our guest is.
I know. You could be seeing her beautiful face.
Super, super excited to announce or welcome. I'm so in the announcement thought process now, but thank you, Clarissa, for being on.
No problem. I'm happy to be here.
We are so excited to hear about your story. You actually emailed us with a video when we were looking for our tiny tummies. And we were so enraptured by your story that we were like, oh no, we need to get this girl on.
Like stat.
Yes. So please tell us where your story began. When did you start noticing that your weight was an issue? Was it in your childhood, adolescence? When did you notice it?
I noticed my weight being an issue after my second pregnancy, actually. I got pregnant with twins first.
Oh, wow.
Straight out of high school.
I feel you, girl.
About to start college.
Wow.
And I got pregnant with twins, a boy and a girl. My son passed away. My daughter is now 17.
Wow.
Okay.
And after I had another baby, wanting a boy, of course. So I tried again. It was a girl. And then I decided I wasn't going to come out with 10 kids trying to make a boy. So I stopped there.
There you go. There you go.
There. But after I had that second baby in 2010, it kind of, because I actually snapped back with the twins and I was good.
Oh, wow.
Stayed in like a 9-10.
Awesome.
I loved food still. But after my second baby, I started slacking. I started eating in the middle of the night, staying up late, eating at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, craving cheese sticks. I mean, it just got really, really bad. And the year of 2007, summertime, around this time in 2007 is when I was the biggest I had ever been.
Okay.
What was your top weight?
My top weight's 255.
Okay. And how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
You're 5'4".
Okay.
There you
Sometimes 5'2", depending on the doctor. Some people tell me 5'2", some tell me 5'4". So I guess I'm 5'3".
That's what I would say. I'd be like, I'll just go in the middle. I'll just be 5'3". If everybody could just agree on that, that would be great.
Oh
so when did you start thinking about weight loss surgery?
I started thinking about weight loss surgery a year, I want to say 2019, 2020, I started Googling.
Okay.
I started Googling. I started doing the research. I started talking to my family about it, but I wasn't serious. And nobody took me serious. So then I slacked on it. And then early 2020 was when I really got serious and I started inquiring with my insurance. Okay. And I knew once I reached out to my insurance and once I found out they would approve it, then I was gun hole on it after that. I'm like, I have to get this surgery. Yeah. I watched so many stories and I read so many articles and I Googled so much about how much the 80% they cut off, the size being the size of a banana. And I just have all of that information stuck in my head. And I was like, I have to do this. I have 2 children living. I have to change my life. I'm young. I just turned, I'll be 37 in December. Yeah. So I have a lot to live for. And I don't regret none of it.
Oh, good. That's awesome. When did you, what was the process like when you finally decided you contacted the insurance company? Were they easy to work with? Did you find your surgeon from them?
So let's see. I think I did. I found my surgery from them, surgeon from them, right here in Houston, Texas. So I didn't have to travel out of town. I stayed local.
Nice.
I did have some hiccups with the surgery because I got approved. I got down to my date. My insurance required me to do 6 months of, I had to go into the nutritionist and the doctor, weigh in once a month for 6 months straight, and see the nutritionist for therapy and so forth. So we got to 2 weeks of my liquid diet. Now I'm down to 2 weeks doing my liquid diet, getting ready for surgery. No surgery date yet because I was on the liquid diet and then they were going to send me in to get the date. So about a day before my procedure date, they had to do one more verification with my insurance. Okay. And they actually ended up denying it.
Why?
Yes.
And you did a 2-week liquid diet.
They denied it. So I actually had United Healthcare through Medicaid, through Texas Medicaid. But then I wound up getting a job and had Blue Cross Blue Shield too. Okay. So the thing with Blue Cross Blue Shield and Medicaid is Blue Cross does not pay for cosmetic. They look at it as cosmetics, and United Healthcare, but United Healthcare Medicaid classified Blue Shield as my primary, of course, because that's Blue Cross. Yeah. So Medicaid was like, hey, if they're not going to help with it, they're not going to pay for it, then we're not paying. We're paying 0%. When I tell you, I was like mentally, it was bad for me for the first few days because I felt like it was just a waste. I wasted, I paid out of pocket for my nutritionist every month, over $100. Oh, wow. All of the time and effort that I put into that, I just could not fathom that I wasn't going to have my procedure. So mentally, I was traumatized for a few weeks. I really was. But it also let me come out and lose 20 pounds because I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off that I just started running. Like I just started going out every day running. eating less. And I kept on saying during my run was, I'm going to sleeve my damn self. I kept saying, I'm going to sleeve my damn self. And I just go running. And next thing you know, I was down 20 pounds already.
Nice.
So then I ended up, the job that I was on was contract. So I ended up, that assignment ended up being over. Here I am still in my mind thinking about, I'm like, oh my God, where could I be right now? If I had got sleeved, I could probably be more than 20 pounds down. And so one day it just dawned on me, and I'm a month out of my job, which, you know, it takes 30 days for any insurance coverage that you have to lapse for 30 days. So I would think I was like right at the 28, 29 day mark when a light came on for me. And I was like, hey, I wonder, could I call my insurance and see if they'll go ahead and reapprove it? Now that Blue Cross is out of the picture. I called, set everything up, did it. My insurance called and verified that I did not have Blue Cross anymore on that 30th day. And I got my approval back.
Yay! Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That is so stressful.
Okay, so first off, I just want to touch on the fact that the insurance classifies this as cosmetic.
Yeah, fuck that.
That is so fucked all in itself.
Yeah.
Because this is not a cosmetic surgery. For a lot of people, this is what saves their life.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us have comorbidities.
Yeah.
Those are going to kill us. This is and this could fix it. Like, coming from somebody who was bedridden before surgery.
Yeah.
This is not a cosmetic surgery. And the classification of that pisses me the fuck off.
It's just rude.
Yeah.
It is.
It's just rude.
It's just a way for them to get out of having to pay for it.
Yeah.
So when they classify anything, I mean, we're not getting our breasts lifted.
No.
You know what I mean? We're not getting a BBL. Our health is on the line here. So yeah, it's very disheartening.
Yeah, I can feel you on that denial.
Because she did.
Because I got a denial. So I went through my whole process with my surgery center. And they had checked my insurance before I even went in there. Got to the end. They put in for my insurance to approve it because, you know, you have to reapply at the end of it, which is fucking stupid all in itself.
Right.
And then I got a call from my office and they're like, you got denied. And I remember just sitting on the bed. I'm 265 pounds. I was like so ready for the end. Like, I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. And all she says is, you got denied. And I just handed the phone to my ex-husband and just
cried,
bawled.
Yep.
It is so, it's like your life just ends right
it's
there.
Like Flash. It's like the whole Flash thing. Like, I did the same thing. I actually posted a YouTube video because I was even going to start a YouTube channel and like blog my whole step of the way process.
Yeah.
And so I was coming on, I was showing the people what I was eating up until surgery. I was doing my liquid diet, making my blogs. And so when I got denied, I sat on the edge of my bed one night, and I turned the camera on, and I had to go on and tell the people that everything they had saw me working hard for had just vanished. And I went and made that video private, actually. And I've been thinking about making it public again.
You should.
Because that is the part of my story.
It is.
And when I went back and looked at it, I'm like, oh, girl, you looking so freaking ugly on there. I mean, I'm 239 pounds then. I'm crying. I got a bonnet on. I mean, I just looked so freaking bad. And I was just so hurt. And you could just see it all over me. But I am going to make it public because that is a part of my journey.
I think that's a great idea.
People need to know that like these things do happen and you can overcome them. There might be just some little tricks that you have to do, like just not be on the other insurance for 30 days. Like,
absolutely.
With mine, I fought it.
Yeah.
Like, me and my office fought it. And I actually called the office. What's funny is I called my insurance. And I got a lady who had bariatric surgery.
Thank God.
And she had been denied 3 times. And she still fought it. She still went towards it. And at the end of the day, she was like, I will do everything I can to make sure you get your surgery.
Oh,
And
yes.
I
See,
was
that was the universe right there working in. And, you know, and that's what I felt like. I was like, something more powerful than me had to have been working for me.
Yes.
And I don't care. I didn't care what anybody said. Oh, maybe God didn't want you to get a sleeve or I got it. And that's what I wanted. Like, we can actually create and manifest whatever we want out of this life.
I love that.
I'm a petty manifester. So I don't care if it's a piece of food. I don't care if it's my sleeve surgery. I don't care if it's flowers. If I want it, I'm going to say I want it. I'm going to write it down and I'm going to get it.
Yes. That's the way I feel like there should have been a hand clap.
I
after
know.
that, like a round of applause. That is perfect because
Seriously.
I think that's what's needed when you're in this journey is manifest the good.
Yep.
Throw the bad, like, you know that there are bad things that can happen, of course.
Right.
Yes.
But when it comes to this journey, you have to stay as positive as possible and you have to manifest that positivity into your life.
It's hard. It's hard.
It is
Absolutely.
really hard. And I know, like, with you, Clarissa, you had to fight for it. You had to wait for it and you had to fight for your surgery day. I had to do the same thing. I feel you on that. It's not an easy journey to get to your surgery date. You have to continue pushing.
Yeah.
And I think both of our stories combined, like, it shows people that it's not over until you say it's over.
Exactly. Don't give up. Don't give up at all.
So so you got your approval. And what was your surgery date?
So my surgery date was September 14th, 2021.
Woohoo.
Wow. So you are almost at a year.
I'm thinking, and this is the thing. Now, this is where my mind has been playing tricks on me because I had been telling everybody I'm a year post-op, but then I go back and look at pictures where I was heavier and those dates on there say 2020 or 2021, and we're in 2022.
Yes.
We have September coming up soon. So I'm like, okay, am I a year or am I 2 years post-op working on 3 years post-op?
No, you are 1 year working on 2 years. So you're on September 14th.
You'll be 1 year fully.
You'll be 1 year surgiversary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're close enough at this point. You could say a year.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Like you're like,
it's right around the corner.
But
for sure.
That's exciting. And how much weight have you lost since surgery?
Right now, I'm a little over 60 pounds down.
Wow.
Nice.
Last year, I was 76 pounds down.
Okay.
But I ended up catching COVID last August. I went to Vegas to a friend's wedding and I knew I was going to get it. And I just risked my life. I had never flown before, had never been out of the state of Texas before.
Oh, wow.
I had been clear of COVID the whole time. And I risked my life on flight and catching COVID for this wedding. And I came back with COVID. COVID really did me bad. And I'm just so happy I was so happy. I tell people all the time, I'm so happy I survived. I just went on an eating and drinking spree. And, that's the only thing I can come up with. And I gained 20 pounds. So now I'm fighting to get that 20 off. And I have not hit my 100 pounds yet, but I don't have far to go.
Yeah. No.
So I'm looking at that 20-pound gain as just an extra spite for me because I've been fighting all my life. You know, what's another fight that I'm not going to survive?
Exactly.
So I'm going to get the 20 pounds off and I'm going to reach my 100-pound goal before my birthday, December 22nd.
There you go.
You got this,
girl. And you can
do it.
You can totally do that. And just because you hit your year doesn't mean you just stop losing. So you just like you didn't give up on the insurance stuff, just don't give up on yourself. That's huge.
It's just, it's always going to be an up and down thing. I don't think we've we've done 160 episodes. And I don't think we've talked to one person out of that where they're like, yeah, my weight just went down and stayed there.
Yeah, no.
It never went.
Yeah, I'm living proof. Mel's living proof. I gained a lot of weight during my divorce. We're gonna leave that there. And Mel's gone up and down in her weight. It's just
that 20 pounds.
It's a fight that you have to just keep, like you said, you're just gonna keep going because there's no stopping you. We did not come this far to only come this far.
Exactly.
And just because a little regain or some COVID hits you, we're not laying down and dying.
Nope.
We're getting up. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing. I am trying to focus in on what I'm doing. I'm getting closer every day.
Every
I can
day.
feel it. The night eating has stopped. I'm being more on point with my protein.
We have
water.
to be intentional.
Yes.
It has to be every day has to be intentional.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm getting back on actually this week, because we had a lot of engagements to attend, and I've been snacking, and it's been sweets and stuff like that. And so now I'm like, okay, we're back from vacation. Birthdays are over. No more alcohol, no more anything. And now every day I get up, I'm being intentional with what I'm putting in my body. I'm being intentional with how I carry myself during the day, because I have goals to smash. And I, like you said, I'm not giving up on myself, Mel. Not at all.
I love it.
Yes.
So how has your friends and family reacted? Are they supportive of you at least, or what are they thinking?
So my supportive side of the family is the people that live in the house with me.
Okay.
So I have 2 daughters, 11 and 17, and I also have a girlfriend of 6 years.
Okay.
And so they have been there from day one. My parents, they live out of town. So it's kind of like, hey, I'm having this done, or I got this done. It really was no connection there.
Okay.
Or they didn't drive down and come to the hospital with me. And that was kind of something that was kind of devastating, because me and my mom don't have a really good relationship, which I'm trying to reverse that cycle with my girls.
Yeah.
But because of our relationship, she was not the first person I wanted to call and say, hey, I'm getting this done. I'm about to change my life. I need you down here. And so when it got time for me to go to all my pre-op stuff, and the doctor was asking, for family, who's the family members you're going to put down. And when I told him my girlfriend's name, I told him my friend's name and number. And I mean, he even had to stop and say, are your parents living?
Yeah.
And, it just really hurt me that it had to be that way. But, I just let him know, these are the people that I need you to call. These are the people that I need on my list.
Yeah.
But I feel like now my mom is supportive through social media. She sees my picture. She sees me working out. She'll comment and send me messages. Sorry. She'll comment and send me messages and tell me how good I look and how she's proud of me. So yes, she's being supported from a distance. She really is.
All right. Okay. And sometimes that's all people can do.
Yeah.
Sometimes the support may come in a different way than we think it's supposed to.
Yes.
Like, you just expect people to just like be there.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard for people to do that. And so I think social media is a way that people can still be connected.
Absolutely.
So that's good.
Yeah, because support comes in different forms. And I would say, like, for me, some people I just want at a distance, I don't want you at my house. I don't want you over.
Right.
Like we got some things to work out. I understand that, especially with family. It's like, I'd rather just like see your photos and know you're doing okay. And then if I saw that they weren't doing okay, then I will message them privately. But it's like, at least we have some sort of connection still going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's great to hear. I'm glad your mom is kind of making baby steps.
Yeah.
To get back into it. So how was it right after surgery? Did you have any hiccups with the post-op diet
or pain or anything?
After the surgery, I actually vomited a lot.
Okay.
I threw up things that I tried to eat, like boiled eggs, and I got tired of boiled eggs, so I would do deviled eggs. But then my body rejected the deviled eggs, probably because of the mayo and stuff like that. And I love seafood. I love seafood boils and stuff. So I tried shrimp, and I love spicy food, so I tried it spicy. And my body I just had to learn to listen to my body and relearn what she wanted to accept and what she didn't want to accept at the time, where now I can pretty much eat everything I ate before, which is a blessing and curse.
Definitely.
But you live and you learn what your body likes and what it doesn't anymore. And I also went through a lot of mental things. I cried a lot. I felt like I made a bad decision. I didn't feel like I was going to lose weight. With those stalls and everything that happened, it's like, why did I do this? I can't even binge eat like I want to, and I'm not going to lose weight anyway. It's just like the mind tells you so many negative things that you have to shake off. And I think we don't get enough credit in this community of how much of a warrior that we have to be mentally for ourselves. We just do not get enough credit for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I had breakdowns. Everyone knows afterwards. Because you can't binge like you want to binge. You can't eat the food that makes you feel good. So you're getting angry. Like I had a love-hate relationship with food because I was like, I want you, but I can't have you. This is so freaking frustrating.
Well, and it's hard because you see other people eating completely normal and being able to live, a quote unquote normal life, because that's what your mind tells you when you're going through all of these emotions. Yeah. And it's really difficult to navigate because you've never done this before. Right. And so your mind automatically goes to like, I'm in pain. I can't eat what I want to eat. I'm not going to lose weight again. This is just another fad diet, like all of those things. Yep. And I think once you hit the other side, I think that first couple of months is where it gets real difficult and it's intense. Yes. And you get that buyer's remorse feeling like you were saying, why did I even do this? I don't understand. And once you get past that, I feel like you start to get into a rhythm. Yeah.
Because you learn what your body can have and can have. Yes. So what did your body finally settle on? Like what's your daily intake?
Foods.
Yeah.
My go-to foods now are like what I'm doing now I call it going back to the basics. Yeah. Is I'll do soups, salads, smoothies, and juices. Okay. All cold pressed, no extra sugar, no extra carb stuff, no extra any of that. So when I want to get back strict with myself and lose weight at a moderate pace and kind of just watch myself shred, then I get back to working out. I get back to soft foods and liquids.
Okay. How's your protein though?
Mm-hmm. Well, my protein intake now, the shakes that I do stop me up, like the Premier protein and stuff like that. So when I want to do protein, I do vegetables and seafood. Okay. Fish, crab. Like I say, I love seafood, so I really don't have to have the steak. And the pork, but I do chicken and seafood.
There you go. There you go.
So you're hitting those protein goals, even though, good. Cause it's hard because I know a lot of people go back to the basics when they're having regain. And I've had that thought too, I'll just go back to the liquids, but it's really important that we do keep on an even scale of food.
Yes. So, like solid versus liquid.
Make sure that you're getting enough solid food in, that you're not just going back to a liquid diet, because that's not.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's never. It's liquids mixed with solid foods in my salads.
Perfect.
Pretty much. So I do protein in my salads and stuff like that.
Nice.
Perfect. I was I just want to make sure you're not doing because those fads go back. Oh, and we've even done it. We did it in the first year. Fine, and I was like, oh wait, no, this doesn't work at all.
No, a surgeon.
You actually just gain the weight back faster, like you would when we didn't have surgery. I mean,
I get what you're saying. So I just want to make sure we were
on the same page.
But I like that. I'm a huge fan of seafood too. So, and it's got such great protein in it.
It's high protein.
It's really good for you. It's low fat.
And it has lots of nutrients and vitamins.
It really does.
Those the ones that you really need, like the zinc and the magnesium and stuff that people don't really think about are in the seafood.
Yes. So I went to Melting Pot 2 weekends ago with Zach for our anniversary. We hit a year. We hit a year anniversary.
They did it.
Thank you. I did not. I don't know what I expected to happen, but I just never envisioned the full year. Yeah. So now that we've hit a year, I'm like, okay, all right,
holy
cool.
shit,
we're doing this. We went to Melting Pot and he got tuna. And oh my God, it was so amazing. Yeah. And I was like, why don't we eat more tuna steaks?
Yeah. Yes.
You totally can.
So we're going to be incorporating more of that tuna.
There you go.
Shrimp.
And I do a lot of salmon. I do salmon all different type of ways with asparagus and mashed potatoes.
Ooh, yum.
I'll do salmon with a fully loaded mashed potato and broccoli. So we just we treat our seafood like it's the steak of the meal.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Love it. I mean, I love me some steak too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We had pork the other night and that was not that did not sit well with me.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was like, I just don't think I'm a pork fan.
Hey,
I'm not anymore.
Okay.
I can do bacon every now and then. I'll do bacon for breakfast or something. I cannot do the turkey bacon.
No.
I just can't get
the
with
texture.
the turkey. So if I'm gonna eat the bacon, I'm gonna eat the bacon.
Thank you.
I love that. It's like, I don't want to, I'm trying to get into this mindset of, if I want it, I want to have the real thing. I don't want to like substitute. So like rice. If I'm going to have rice, I'm going to have rice.
Yep.
I'm not going to have cauliflower rice.
No.
Or brown rice. I hate brown rice.
Yeah, I don't like brown rice either. Now, they have a lentil rice at Costco that I've been buying, and that's really good. But for the most part, I'm like, I just want to have a little bit of what I want.
Yeah.
And
portion.
Yeah. Because people do it all the time. They eat what they want, but they portion it out.
Well, and now we have all the portion plate stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's
guys,
like a blessing.
That's a huge thing. Like they even have containers you can put stuff in, and it actually says on the side how much it is.
Yes.
So there's like the guessing's completely out. Like, and my kid uses the plates because the plates have all the things on it. My husband laughs at it, but he uses it too. We have the bowls.
Because you're like, okay, here's my protein. Here's my carb, here's my vegetables, and I'm good. And I have a complete meal. I feel complete.
Yeah. And I have my jasmine rice that I want.
Yeah. You're just making sure that you have an amount, like you're not going overboard on it.
Correct.
Because that's, I think, where I did, and I don't know how you feel about this, Clarissa.
No, I did. I'm guilty.
Okay.
I'm guilty.
Okay, because you know where I'm going. With my regain, I just kind of threw the measuring and everything out the window. And I was just like, I'm fine. I'm 2 years out. I can figure this out. I got this.
I'm a big girl. I know how to get the weight back off. You know, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to you feel too full. And then I'll go start working out next week and burn it off. And it's just not always that easy.
It's not.
Yeah.
You know, so it can't tell. I have to keep telling myself, I can't tell myself that. So when I gained the 20 pounds, that's a lot of the conversations that I have with myself, because I have a lot of conversations with myself.
I love it.
You know, it has to be the right conversation though. So I can't tell myself, oh, you can have this today, because if I have it today, then I'm going to have more tomorrow. And then, oh, you're hungry again in 30 minutes. Oh, you can go get some more because your stomach is small and you can't eat that much anyway. And even though it feels full, it's going to go down really fast and then you can go get more. I mean, these conversations are tough. You know, and you just have to learn how to balance all that and reverse all of that and get back on track over and over and over again.
Yeah, every day. Every freaking day, man.
Oh my gosh, I can't agree with you more on that.
Yeah.
The conversations that you have with yourself, and it's hard because your mind automatically goes to the negative.
Yep.
A lot of the times, and it tries to keep you safe. That's your mind's job, is to keep you safe.
Yep.
And sometimes those conversations with yourself are they're uncomfortable, and you don't want to have those conversations, and it's easier to say, oh, I'll just start on Monday. Oh, I'll you know, whatever. It's fine. I'm on vacation. It's fine. But the thing is that you've got to do this. So you did the surgery for your health. You did the surgery to be around for your people in your life.
Live longer.
And by like making excuses for yourself, because I'm guilty. I did it for over a year. I made excuses for myself.
I do it once a week. At least.
I do it once a week at least.
I do too.
So I'm glad that you're having those conversations with yourself. Speaking of conversations, did you see a therapist before?
I was going to go there too.
Now?
I did not see a therapist, just the nutritionist.
Okay. All right.
Yes, but I am in therapy now.
Yay! We are too. We're newly.
We both are like, you just started. I'm about a month and a half into mine.
Yeah.
So how do you feel now that you're in therapy?
So it feels really good because mine comes along with parenting and adulting and kind of just lifing, period. And then I get to dump my, my weight loss surgery and stuff in it and what I'm going through with that. So I know my therapist with my first session, I had to apologize because I'm like, I know that was a lot. Like I dumped so much on him, but I needed to get that off. And he gave me some very great homework and very, very great critical skills to use. And it's really been helping me with parenting, my relationship, and just navigating, this whole journey called life, period.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing news.
I love the fact that you're going and you're getting some out of it, because I've only gone to 2, 3 will be tomorrow.
Yes.
And it feels weird at first. So I know it's very odd, and you're just like, here's all the things.
I've only been to 2.
Okay.
I've only been
right there with you.
So we're on the same page.
Yeah, it's so new. And it's just like last week I was like, Kelly, is it normal to be nervous to talk to your therapist?
I was like 100%.
I was like, I got 15 minutes.
Yeah. I'm like, it's normal. It's normal because you're about to dump a whole lot of emotions into this person that you don't really know.
Yeah.
And so as you for me, I connected really well with my therapist right away. Like he got me, and it's still nerve-wracking to go on there because I have even now. So my therapist is on a 2-week vacation, which he's never allowed to do again because I have been through the shitstorm over the weekend of family drama.
Yep.
And I'm like, my therapist is not here to talk to.
Yep.
I get so mad. But I think that it's you build a relationship with them, and then every time it gets a little bit easier. And now I'm excited to talk to him.
That's good.
Because I'm like, I know that whatever I put on him, he's going to give me something to help me deal with whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The grounding routine she gave me really worked, because my biggest thing right now is anxiety. I'm having every single day. And so the fact that what she had, I read it and I actually did it and it worked, which is you curl your toes and hold it for 3 seconds and then release. And you slowly work up your body. You do the calves, you do the thighs, you do your arms, the whole thing. And literally it calmed me so much. It was insane. I was like,
because you're taking your brain and you're focusing all of your brain power on one thing.
Yep.
And then everything else doesn't seem as big and scary and anxiety because anxiety, I don't know how to say that word. It helps you bring you down.
Yeah. It helped me breathe.
Yeah.
And I could actually just chill for a second.
Oh, I should have used that yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
FYI, try that. Everybody try that if you are having an anxiety attack, a panic attack. Just start clenching and unclenching all parts of your body. It will slowly calm you down.
I'm definitely going to do that. I'm definitely going to use that.
Of course, the first one is all about the breathing, and that never works on me.
No.
Ever.
Breathing, I'm just it's
inhale, inhale. I get more annoyed. I'm this isn't fucking working. I'm not breathing right, apparently.
Right.
What the hell?
Yes.
But this one, I will say, hands down, does work.
Yes.
So, yeah.
What is one of your top tips that you've learned during this journey that you could give to somebody else?
Yeah.
Going through this.
My top tip would actually just to be yourself. Because and even though it's kind of cliche and it's very simple, is with social media right now, and with everybody looking a certain way and having a certain body, and everybody's fighting for something and trying to look like something and trying to be something and want to go somewhere, that I feel like a lot of times we lose ourselves, and not even just our physical selves, but our inner self. And if you can ever just revert back to learning how to deal with yourself, spiritually, mentally, and physically, I feel like you can become in alignment all the more faster when you start with yourself and you work on your mental. And these are the conversations that I have with myself as well, because I feel like if I can keep my mental in line, then I feel like once my spirit is in line with my mental, then the physical part of me falls in place.
Yeah.
And it's easy. So once my mind is connected to my spiritual self, and then I know what I'm doing, that goes back to intention. We have to get up with intention every day. We have to know what we're eating. We have to know what we want for ourselves, and not even just with the surgery and food, but with our family, with our surroundings, the people, places, and things that we do in life. We have to be intentional with every piece of that.
Yeah.
And once we get in alignment with mind and spirit, then the body falls in line. So that way we don't have to guess if we want to get up and go work out. We're going because we're intentionally going. It just falls in line. Then the weight comes off because we're in alignment and we're living in life. And in a few months from now, you're going to be looking like, hey, how did I get here?
Yeah.
You got here because you manifested it and you got in alignment and you got back to yourself. You know what I mean? So stay true to yourself. Always stay grounded. And oh my God, I know it's so hard to block out social media and everybody else, but sometimes I put myself in this box. I delete Facebook and YouTube and Instagram off of my phone, and I just get grounded in myself. I work out, I eat right, I read, I spend time with my family, and I just block everything else out.
I love it.
Like it.
I love it.
I mean, that was perfect.
I know.
I mean, sometimes you do have to take a break. And I know from us personally, we are kind of oddballs sometimes because we don't look like the typical person that does social media. Do not. And so that is one of the reasons why our passion is because every journey's different, every person's different. So just be you. Because I feel like, yes. And that's why we named the award show to the Just Be You award show, because that was so important to us. Because when I was married, I lost who I was. Yeah. I completely lost who I was. I didn't know what I liked, what I didn't like. And now I can like happily be myself. Yes. And I feel more in line with myself because I know who I am at the core.
I know. Yes. Weight loss surgery helped me find her. Yes. Like I was in there, but now it's out.
Yes.
And now it's out there. And honey, when you know who you are, like when you know internally who you are and whose you are, then it really don't matter a flip.
It doesn't.
What nobody else thinks. And I feel like if so many people can get to that point where they know themselves so well that they don't care what the outsiders think about them. Yeah. That you can actually live in a peaceful area of your life and actually not have a care in the world, because that's kind of where I'm at. Like my weight loss and my spirituality journey mixed in with my weight loss, it's helping me to understand that nothing else really matters. Yeah. Nothing else really mattered but me and what I was created for and who I was made to be. Yes. And I need to be that for me.
Yes. Yes.
I love it because it's not like your journey is not just weight loss journey. And this goes for a lot of people because I think it starts as a weight loss journey and then it morphs into that physical, mental, spiritual, all of that kind of comes together. Yep. And I think that's why this surgery is so life-changing, because it's not just changing your weight. It's not just changing your appearance. It changes like, okay, I'm not going to put up with that anymore. Yep. I don't have to put up with that. I don't have to have people in my life that don't want to be in my life.
Yeah, why? Why are you here?
They don't deserve you anyway. Exactly. They don't even deserve you if they don't want to be there. If they're not treating you with the love and respect and support that you give out, they don't deserve to be in it anyway. Yes. Last year, I let go of friends and family that I love dearly because I knew they had to be out of my life in order for me to get to me. Yeah. Yes. In order for me to get to myself. And I love them to this day. I don't talk bad about them. I miss them every day. I miss them on the weekends when I'm bored. Yeah. I do. But I still have to put myself first.
Yeah. Yes. 100%. Because at the end of the day, all you have is you.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Like when you're dying, it's you.
Yeah.
That's and all you got.
Yeah. All you got. And Zach actually said something that kind of mimics exactly what you just said. When I got into several fights with my family this weekend. Yeah. And so I had texted him and he goes, those people don't deserve to be in your life.
They don't deserve you.
The ones that don't love and respect you for who you are right now don't deserve it.
Yep.
That's your confirmation.
And I was like, you're right. 100%. I'm done. Cut off.
Done.
We're done. So,
well, what's the saying? It's like those that don't matter care, but those that matter don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and like you were saying earlier, sometimes you got to just love from a distance. And that's what I'm doing. I'm loving them from a distance. If I know something about them or somebody comes and tell me something about them, I congratulate them without telling them. Congratulations. I'm literally happy for them in my own space.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to do that from a distance, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yes. I love this.
Yeah. I'm excited to hear what kind of NSVs you had.
Knew you were going there.
Yeah. Because we love them. Yeah. I know your NSV so far.
So my NSV so far is actually what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
I just moved and I actually have not brought the scales back from the old place yet.
Okay.
And so I want to say I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling lighter. That scale is like so dramatic,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes up and down so much that it messes with my mental.
Yeah.
And so right now I don't even have them in my new place. I gotta go get them, but I'm not in a rush. I know I got to get the last little bit of stuff out there, but when I get it back to my new apartment, I'm going to put them up somewhere and I'm forgetting about them.
There you go. There you go.
I love that. I love that you're not letting the scale drive your journey.
Yeah, like dictate your life.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, then it's just a number.
Just a number.
It's just a number.
And as long as you're healthy, you're happy, you're where you want to be, and you're striving every day to be better than yesterday, that's all it is.
Really all that matters.
I started finding out when I got on the scale, you know, with the water weight and stuff that comes up and needs to be released, I could be 5 pounds up one day and then go right back down to where I started from 2 days later or 3 days later. And that's when it started dawning on me, like, this scale is not even really true.
Yeah, it's actually evil.
It's evil.
It's evil. And it's like we go up and down in fluids and everything. And it'll have you thinking that you didn't gain 10 pounds. And then the next week you're down that 10. And you're like, well, how did I lose 10 pounds in a day? It's because that really wasn't a true number.
Yep.
And that's why it's good to just pick a date, weigh on that date, and then move on.
Yeah.
And then
just a check-in.
Yeah. And I really think that, like, I know that Dr. Dovek had said in one of, like, I think it was our first episode that we did with her. She had said that she actually recommends patients not to get on the scale for at least like 2 months after surgery because it's so up and down.
Yeah.
Now, I did not follow that.
No,
I was on it the next day. I was like, every day I want to know.
Day.
But it's hard. It's hard on your mental because I think that's where you get like more negative of like, oh, I shouldn't be eating this because the number was 1 pound higher, or I haven't hit my 100 pounds yet, or I haven't hit Wonderland yet, or I'm up 20 pounds because of, you know, COVID or whatever. It's really hard because it's like an in your face number and you're like, why does the number on the scale dictate how worthy I am?
Yeah.
And you know I'm battling with this in my own head. Like I'm talking to myself right
all
now.
Day.
Yeah.
Because your weight and the number on the scale has no point. Like it does not dictate your worthiness. You are worthy regardless of what that number says.
Well, and
those inches matter. When you put your clothes on, the number might be the same, but when your clothes are fitting different, that's your NSF right there. NSV. I'm NSV. I'm sorry.
I was like, what's an NSF? I feel like we should make
that's
something.
Actually non-sufficient funds
fee. Yep. Yes, it is.
That is true.
We don't want that. We want the NSVs.
No. Yeah, NSV's good. NSF's bad. Very bad.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, this has been great. I just want to let you ladies know I'm honored, and I have been looking forward to this, getting my story out, and this is going to be awesome for me. I'm trying to get my YouTube and my social media rocking and rolling. Even though I disconnect from it, I still get back on and try to make my social media presence. So this was really, really great, and I just wanted to let you ladies know I'm so honored to share my story with you guys.
Aww,
and I love the community that you guys have created. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm here for it.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you're a part of it. Like this is so much fun, and you have such a different story. Like you have all this passion behind you, and you can feel it through the camera.
You can. You really can. Like, and some of the things you're saying, I'm just like, where's the button with the applause? Because I feel like you just need a round of applause for the things that you are doing the work mentally, and that is the hardest part.
Thing.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm just round of applause for you. I
wanted to add one more thing before we go for the worthiness part.
Yes.
The only thing that I see that's worthiness is like your actions.
Yes.
Like how you treat people and
how
what
you treat yourself
and your actions, because that is actually what matters every day. It does not matter what the scale says, what the money is in your bank account. It's literally who you are and how you act all day long.
It is. It is. Hey, virtual high five to that.
Yeah.
And that's where you just drop the mic right there,
Boom.
because that's it's your character. It's your character. It's your integrity. It's how you treat yourself. It's going to show how you treat everybody else around you.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah. And we're not going to drop these mics because they're very expensive.
Right. Don't drop them.
Figuratively, boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Thank you so much, Clarissa, for being on. We absolutely adore you.
Yes.
And we're going to be watching your
Thank
Instagram.
you.
Yeah, we are. So don't delete it. I want to see all the things.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yes. Take a break. Don't delete.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. We love you so much. And we will see you
Next time.